The United States is a great country. Actually, the United States is not a country. There are many countries called the United States, but that's for another video. I'm talking about the United States of America, this country right here. Okay, so it's very cool, it's very advanced on many things, but on some, let's say, could improve a little. For example, human rights. Really, America, get your shit together, okay? So here is my personal list on the things that you should get your shit together, like right now, America, as soon as possible. Please, just get your shit together, because your shit affects everybody else, unfortunately, on this planet. Just get it together. Put it in a backpack. I think you'll eventually get your shit together on the following: death penalty. It's a bad fucking idea. Just get rid of it. Free and universal healthcare for everyone, so everybody's taken care of. How are you still debating this? What's there to understand? Just get it together. Drug abuse and addiction. It's a mental health issue, okay? Not a criminal one. So treat it as such. It's a social sickness of which individuals are just one symptom. And I understand why it's difficult to say, you know, society has a problem, because then everybody's fault and you have to fix it. It's much easier to just put some people in jail because they act strange. It's much more difficult to take responsibility, but that's exactly what a society should do. Take responsibility. Everybody's fault. So get it together. Some animal rights, no zoos, no SeaWorld. More animal rights, no more steroid-pumped hypergrowth animals in abysmal living conditions. Even more animal rights, yeah, actually that's something everybody's still kind of lagging behind, including me. Freedom of religion and freedom from religion. Being an atheist is still considered one of the worst things possible in the United States, and basically the only thing that cannot get you elected as president. I'm not kidding, this is an actual Pew poll. Speaking of elections, the Electoral College. It's the worst possible system you could ever imagine. Seriously, if you don't believe me, just check out these resources. You're almost better off just giving randomly the presidency to someone. Abortion, a woman's body is a woman's body, so she chooses. Speaking of your body is your body. So whatever you want to do with it, whether you're a woman, you're a man, or you are something that doesn't fall into the dichotomy we are usually prescribed to, that's their choice, all right? Paid family leave. How is that still not a thing? Both maternity and paternity. Equal rights, equal rights. Money out of politics. This one screws up pretty much everything else and makes everything you need to fix practically impossible, almost. Or very difficult, like very. You just cannot elect enough good people if the contributions they receive on their campaigns is the determining factor if they're gonna get elected or not. It's just practically impossible, structurally not designed to work for a democracy. In fact, right now you don't have a democracy. You are so far from a democracy that I can't even begin to describe. And the proof of that is the recent election. The Democratic nominee, Larry Lessig, wasn't even invited to the debate, even though he met all the requirements. And so they changed the requirements afterwards so that he could not get elected. That is your version of American democracy, which has nothing to do with democracy. You have a corporate plutocracy at best. Sensible gun laws. The right not to be randomly killed by whatever angry person decides the best way to deal with their frustration is to do a mass shooting in a school or a cinema. Speaking of schools, free and quality high education for everyone would also be nice. Speaking of rights, the right to privacy and not being spied upon without my consent. War and imperialism. Bad fucking idea. War is the worst kind of negotiation tactic. Bombing, mostly civilian on the far side of the planet, sending your kids to die on unnecessary invasions, on the false pretense that you are keeping your country safe. Bombing hospitals, assassinating good people to replace them with dictators and puppets who will do your bidding, destabilizing entire regions, creating international distress, fostering and training terrorists, creating millions of refugees and not taking responsibility. These are not good ways to keep your country safe and make friends. And while you're at it, torture! It's ineffective and it's against the Geneva Convention, so just stop. Okay, so that's my list for now. I'm prepared, just a rant. But I want to make something clear. I do not hate the US. I think the US is great on so many things. And even though I'm Italian, I care so much about what happens in the US. It's precisely because of the things I love that I want you guys to get your shit together. So please, get your shit together. This is not my usual kind of video. I talk more about science, technology, the future, just interesting stuff, society, economics. So if you want to see more of these rants or maybe more interesting science stuff, click on the subscribe and you get notified. Ciao!